I'm loving it. As a
I was about
fucking
to
movie.
say, why
Oh
this
man.
motherfucker over here doing the McDonald's jingle and shit?
You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yeah. I can't find my
I was
lighter,
actually,
bro. Bad.
ladies and gentlemen, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I can't find my
Oh,
lighter, yo. Hold up. You
oh,
know I
this
can't survive without
can't
it.
be
Oh, I
boxing.
got
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Got it.
tragedy.
Bro, I got it.
Oh, no. Since he's popping out, it's her sideways, but she has the full profile.
Tragedy.
That's a tragedy. Oh,
Yo,
that's
nah,
good.
you know what's a tragedy? You know what's really a
What's
tragedy?
up?
What's really a tragedy is think about something. Think about how often the world try to tell you you're wrong, even when you're not. they try to make you wrong, even when you're not.
All the time.
Every day of my life.
You know, some of the examples that come to mind are very like, okay, so when somebody say, "Oh man, be a man," but what do you mean by that exactly? what kind of man exactly do you want me to be? Or when your child is doing child things and they're trying to press you to make the child more responsible, but I'm like, he's 6. Like, how responsible do you want him to be? I don't know. Like, how do you deal with that shit?
It's the grand human contradiction. Be a man, but don't be too manly. You got to be, you don't want to overpower nobody. And then make your kids act right, but let them be kids. So, yeah, you're wrong either way. Like, there ain't no winning for losing. And it's hate. That's the problem. It's
Definite hate.
fucking haters.
It's all hate. It's all hate. Oh man,
But-
I don't know. You just,
Oh no, go. Because I know
I'm
you
just
got
saying,
something to say.
I'm right there with you, man. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And really, you can't care. You just got to do what you know is right. Follow that compass and just go forward. Because honestly, someone's always got something to say. Someone's always on the opposite side of your spectrum, messing with your shit.
yeah, because they be like, "Hey, you should be professional. Don't smoke while you podcasting." And I'm like, "Do you want me to curse at people like unnecessarily?" And they're like, "Nah." Then this is me being right. Stop trying to make me wrong. Me and Gary Payton doing what we do. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
The problem
crazy,
is,
dog.
if everything's cool, they can't sell you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If your head's in the right place, you don't need therapy. Go get yourself right and pay that motherfucker a gang of money to do it. If everything's chilling, then you don't need this random trinket that we're trying to bust down to everybody. Like, if everything's cool, you can't be sold. And that's the problem.
Going off what you just said, I was a psych major in college. All I kept thinking the whole time I'm in class is, this is a massive hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I picked the right thing. But it's crazy because the one thing that bothers me the most about that whole concept is when we're talking about people being right or wrong, like right or wrong, when you're talking about outside of like ethical things, when you're just talking about somebody proceeding through life the right way or the wrong way, it's impossible for you to make that determination for another person because what's right for you in your particular scenario might not make sense for them. You know what I'm saying? So we end up with a lot of people throwing rocks at mirrors for no reason. Throwing rocks at mirrors for no reason.
You know why that happens,
I'm
man?
gonna keep that one.
Yeah, no, that's a nice bar. It's a nice bar. But you know why that happens? Because we took out choose your own adventure books from schools. As soon as because like the best part of them books was comparing it with my friends and being like, what path did you take? Right. And as I went, I chose number 3 or A or B. And it took me in this direction. Oh, that's interesting. And we learn from each other. Right. Now, everybody's so worried now about going the wrong way, doing the wrong thing, and so on and so forth, that they're trying to keep everybody else from doing the wrong thing. And they put all these boundaries up instead of just letting people choose their own adventure. It's not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? We're here for more than what they prescribe. You know what I mean? It ain't about making profit.
I like adventures. Speaking of adventures,
but I like that last bar.
I know y'all see the name of the episode. Oh, y'all don't see the name of the episode. I didn't put it because it would have made the banner way too long. But the name of the episode is "How Does One Become Infamous?" Well, first of all, by being right and standing on right when they try to tell you you're wrong. That's the first step to becoming infamous right there. But it's a lot of other stuff that go into that. And there's a lot of other things that we can talk about and we're going to talk about that absolutely positively lend to that. So since we got an A&T Aggie in the building tonight, Ram family, my Ramily, please forgive me. I promise I'm going to get somebody from SU on here soon. I promise. Kyle Santillion, where you at? I need you. Tap money. One of y'all, somebody, come holler at me. Yeah, we still have an HBCU over here, nigga. You know what time it is, but we about to let an Aggie talk right now.
I'm flyer than everybody. Everybody on cloud 9, higher than everybody. We stepping out on the town, we sliding every party.
Oh, Assassin, what's up, brother? If y'all don't see him before, then he will be here for episode 200. Yeah. Welcome to Pantha Politix Podcast. It is good to be back in the chair. Oh my goodness. Y'all already know me, man. Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane with ridiculous slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, aka Pod Strickland, if you getting the point. And of course, you know I got the family with me. You know what I'm saying? P7, what's good, man? How you living?
Yeah, man. Just living, doing my thing, man. Keep plugging away every day.
Yeah, you and your nice cushy surroundings there. I feel you. Absolutely.
All right. You know, I gotta keep the house, gotta keep the house.
Oh, you a Mojo, man. Y'all can't love me, dog.
Hey, one day, man. One day you'll have it this good. As my hand disappears.
No doubt. As your hand vanishes into the
straight into the
That's wild. That is wild. Oh shit. Monster, listen, what's going on, family?
Not a fucking thing. I hate everything.
Everything.
I spent all weekend spreading bullshit.
Oh Lord, don't say that.
And then I wrote a little bit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Now, don't mind.
5 yards of bullshit.
Doing yard work. I was like, wait, what? You're out there spreading bullshit.
Yo, son, that's crazy. I'm dead.
I was spreading bullshit and didn't have to say a word.
Oh man, yeah, we might have to pause it. I don't know. I'm almost positive there's a pause in there somewhere. I just thank you for catching that.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Oh man, yo, I know y'all see we are square short tonight. Well, rectangle short, whatever. Mojo Barnes will not be with us. Happy birthday, Mojo. He is getting into his Mr. Botanist birthday shenanigans tonight. So yeah, he probably got a walker or some shit right now. Who knows? But happy birthday, Mojo. I would say I hope you listen to the episode, but I'm sure you're not gonna, so it's cool. But
with as awkward as fuck as Mojo is, like I'm trying to imagine what his birthday party would be like. Imagine showing up to Mojo's birthday party and he's just like, hello.
No, he'd have a kugurumi on. He'd have like a bowl of popcorn, some anime, and nothing but, paraphernalia everywhere. Just nothing but weed everywhere. Ready to rock.
And just like mad glizzies all over the kitchen table. Because that motherfucker will kill a glizz. So, yeah.
Oh.
And donuts.
Massive pause. Mm-hmm. And donuts, yes. You have to have the donuts.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have the donuts, you disqualified.
Yeah. Oreos, you can't get the donuts because, he's all about the powder. You know what I mean?
I this motherfucker. I didn't have nothing to do with that. Ladies and gentlemen, that was P7. You can find him on Instagram at P7. Multimedia.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, that is wild, son. Oh my God. Yo, I don't know. What the fuck
you did what you had to.
What the fuck am I gonna do with y'all, man? Oh my God. Yo, that is sick. I'm just saying. Now I'm thinking, and see in my brain, I'm a visual person. So once you started talking about Mojo at the party and he's dressed a certain way and he's carrying himself a certain way, and I started seeing it playing out in my head. I'm gonna have long laughs about this all night long. And if I just randomly start laughing for no reason at all, that's probably what's happening in my brain. Mm-hmm. Just wanted to put that out there. What is this? What is this? Man, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to do it.
It's gonna be random. It's gonna be random.
Yo,
these motherfuckers are gonna try and sing happy birthday to him, and he's gonna be like weak bars and just try and battle.
You didn't write that.
Yeah.
Somebody, you had a ghostwriter on your birthday wish.
Plagiarizing motherfuckers.
Wow, man.
Well, we talking about being infamous. You know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm. What's crazy?
50 Cent is crazy. 50 Cent is crazy. 50 Cent.
Wow.
If you follow 50 on Instagram, you probably already know this. He did the short little vid wearing the free Diddy shirt. He's like, yo, can I get my check now? Like, yo, he's going out telling people that people are being paid to wear free Diddy t-shirts outside of the trial in New York. According to Hip Hop DX, throughout Diddy's trial so far, the Manhattan courtroom has been surrounded by the world's press, protesters, and some notable people supporting the mogul wearing black shirts with free Diddy printed on them. On Instagram, 50 Cent has cast doubt on whether they are real supporters of the Bad Boy Records founder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't the smartest man in the world. But I'm smart enough to know that Mr. Jackson might be on to something here. He might be on to something. You got to think about something. Puffy is a marketing genius. He can sell you anything. Right now, he's selling you, people actually believe in me and they want me to get out of this. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what?
Well,
just because it's 50 though, the best thing is when he starts fronting the cash and all of a sudden you see just a gang of t-shirts of the documentary about Diddy that he did on the front of the shirts, and he just floods them outside the courtroom. That's next, bro.
That's classic material. Oh
yeah,
my God.
Homie's gonna get a billboard across the street from the courthouse of the doc.
I mean, really, how much are they paying though? Because like, if you're gonna pay me, times are tough. Times are tough right now. If you pay me enough, I might stand out there with just a t-shirt on.
You see how you
if Diddy paying people $20, 50 gonna pay him 50. And be like, yo, change the shirt.
I got you, son. Don't worry about it. Bro, 50 Cent's a fucking genius. Like, as much as I say Diddy's a genius, 50 Cent's a genius. Like, don't get it twisted. 50 is different.
This is a battle of marketing right.
Exactly. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, when it's all said and done, that's what it comes down to. So, I mean,
But you know what? You know what else is crazy though? Because like I said, times is tough, and if people be standing online or just doing like wearing t-shirts and that kind of stuff or whatever, like I think that might become a legit business. Because I ran across something like an article the other day that well, just go ahead and put it up. Like I think you got it. Go ahead and put it up.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh,
there's a problem.
Just give him a breakdown.
There's a problem. Cool. We have to give him a breakdown. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry.
Something happened beyond my control. That.
So I ran across this article, right? Like that had it was about a guy who had created a business for people to stand online for other people. So he had an app, all that kind of stuff. Where I need to stand in line for like tickets, or I need to stand in line for my reservation for for this or that, I can hire someone to stand in line for me if it's more than like a half hour, right? And these cats are getting paid like I think the highest is $35 an hour. I think they're at minimum wage, so that's $21 an hour in some places. But up to $35 just to stand online. Just stand online. Now the rates, I'm not sure if they're doing like the Uber rates, like if it goes up if weather is bad. But I mean, times is tough. Times is tough.
You can add $20 to it if you put a Diddy shirt on.
There we go. That would make it a day of it, right?
Yeah, double duty, man.
And if you wear the documentary, you get extra 50.
Yep.
If you stand right next to the guy with the Diddy shirt on,
Curtis Jackson, you need to come on Pantha Politix, yo. Curtis Jackson, you got to come on Pantha Politix, bro. You got to. Yo, that is a bomb ass business. I would love it.
With as grindy as Diddy is, like the fact that 50 is the villain, I love it. 50 a villain is genius.
All I know, it's a growing market. He got 45 employees right now. This dude's got 45 employees. He's growing out. He said he's going to try to open it up to 3 more cities. So you can probably get somebody to stand online for you. I might send my kids because they don't do nothing. Give them a Switch. Let them just go stand online.
Yeah.
Make some money while they're playing video games or something.
Don't give them a Switch. Hey, drill people. Drill people. We talking about a different kind of switch, not the one y'all be talking.
No. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get me a switch out back. I'm not doing. No, I'm not gonna beat them in the line. No, that's a whole other thing. The video game the Game Boy, the new Game Boy. All right, there you go.
I'm glad you cleaned that up because that was definitely getting ready to travel down Paul's Boulevard all the way live. Oh man,
I had to pump brakes.
Yes, please do. Thank you. Oh shit! Oh my god, this Gary Payton is crazy. I love this shit.
All right, so as much as I hate to take it away from Diddy because that is just comedy gold, I did find something crazy. So, yeah. This happened down, I think it was in Brazil. I know it was South America. I'm sorry. I'd have to bring up the article to remember. But I'm pretty sure it was
the Pope.
No. This ain't the Pope. We'll talk about him later.
Nah.
but it could show that the apocalypse is coming though. Because so in one of the cities, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was down in Brazil. The city council member out doing a news interview, right? Standing in front of a bridge saying like, yo, like I know all my peoples are saying that the bridge is fine, but this thing is jacked up and it needs to be fixed. I'm speaking out about it because something bad's about to happen and like fix the stuff or else people are going to get hurt, right? So he in there going ham, talking about how this bridge is all jacked up. And news cameras just like, yeah, get him. And then as this dude going at it, bridge collapsed. Bang.
Oh, shit.
And just dropped. While this dude's talking. Yeah. So one of the very first times that any politician tried to do the right thing, and this dude has the audacity to turn around and be like, see? I told you.
Hey, it's divine intervention.
Yeah. So I was like,
there was nobody on the bridge, right? When it fell?
This was the middle of the day.
You know my paranoid brain.
but was anybody on the bridge?
A few of them. Yeah.
Oh, see, ooh.
Yeah, so cameraman get on his radio like, I think we got a problem here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know how my paranoid brain works. The first thing I'm thinking is, you did that, didn't you?
Oh yeah. And that's why I had to specify that this is a politician. He was like, oh, y'all ain't trying to fix the bridge? Boom, fix that bridge.
Okay.
It sounds pretty crispy to me. I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
Bro.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He's trying to get us killed. He's trying to get us killed.
Hey,
it's okay.
Man,
it's okay. This all I gotta say is, dog, listen to me. If you can sell shirts or convince people that somebody's selling shirts to make somebody look a little more innocent, or if you can create a business to get people paid to stand in line, or if you're a politician who's just so clairvoyant that you know this fucking bridge is about to fall, you could be well on your way to being infamous. Well on your way. I think 50 already there. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But again, WSSU Rams, I apologize. But right now, we about to get into it. Now, I gotta say, some of my favorite people are Aggies. I can't even front. I got a lot of friends from over there. Salute to my man Jay Bond, Edith Mad Assassin, all of y'all, Raiz, all of y'all. As I told y'all, I'm a crazy true crime addict. And I did notice that there was a void of black true crime at a point. That void has been very much taken over at this juncture. We've already had, I caught that. You see?
I was like, come on.
So we already, of course, had the hilarious Tiffany and Willie on from Melanin Mysteries. That was a blast. That was our very first pod to pod. Then we had everybody's favorite country girl, Renee Davis from Melanin Mayhem on the pod. That was a blast. And I have no doubt that this is about to be the same. I'm glad that I got turned on to this podcast. The way this sister tells the story is absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to y'all finding out more about her if you ain't turned on already. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna hop into Pod to Pod. I'm talking about with Kaye Johnson from the Infamous Ones podcast.
It's just a little food for thought, little food for thought. From the annals of the battles I fought, I'm giving y'all this food for thought, little food for thought, yeah. Just some food for thought.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know why the video don't want to leave. Huh?
Oh, I was just saying what's up and, acknowledging the shade that this little ram was trying to throw at, the magnificent Aggie.
Use a little ram.
Ram.
I mean, I'm 6'3". It's easy for me to throw shade, so you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Especially when the sun's still shining out here on the West Coast. You know what I'm talking about? But
that's very because listen, I'm in vampire mode right now. Like,
oh man, well, we're not gonna keep you all night. I know you got things you gotta do. I know you gotta get to it. But thank you so much for coming on Pod to Pod on Pantha Politix Podcast. I'm so happy to have you here. We are so happy to have you here.
Thank
So
you
let's start from the top. We already know
go.
you are Kaye Johnson from the Infamous Ones podcast, but tell us a little bit about your backstory. Now, we talking about North Carolina business right now, but that's not where you from. So give us a little bit about your backstory.
So I am a true Southern belle. I am from Texas. Grew up in Texas, in Dallas. Was literally, true crime has kind of been a thing for me for a long time because I was born in a county jail. Yeah. That's a little known fact. Born in a county jail, raised in Dallas, moved to Greensboro, North Carolina to go to college, graduated from Bennett College and North Carolina A&T State University. And I repeat, Aggie pride. Yeah.
Chew the back. Oh, no, okay.
University. Is you still throwing shade? Okay. But yeah, later attended Liberty University to get my master's, and now I'm actually about to get that good old doctorate from North Carolina.
Yes, indeed. Very glad to hear that. Congratulations, sister, most definitely. Now,
thank you.
I know we're on here to talk about the podcast and true crime things, but you do something else too that I found very, very interesting because I love to. Well, I'll let you tell them, and then we'll get to that. But go ahead.
Okay. So I am also a Amazon best-selling author.
Yes.
I have written over 200 books, some for myself and of course, for other authors. I am a ghostwriter as well. I've been in the literary industry since 2014. So yeah, I've penned many titles under my name, under others' names. I love what I do. I love telling stories. I love connecting with the readers. I love reading. So the fact that I can do that and have other people reading my work and, their jaw just dropping is just absolutely amazing.
So I got a question. Go ahead. I bet your question is the same as mine. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, like what kind of genre do you stick to mostly?
Ooh, a little bit of everything. I started. No, actually, no. I started.
She said she's a storyteller. That's different.
Yeah, I started street lit. And it was funny because I kind of like stumbled into it. Dickey, and I was reading it on my Kindle. Kindle used to give you recommendations for other books to read, and it had recommended, and I love this girl to death. Like, she is awesome. It recommended this book called Side Chick. And I was just like, this sounds ratchet as hell. But I downloaded it because I was like, okay, I was off work. I was bored. I was like, all right, I'm gonna read it. And before I knew it, like I had finished the book in like 2 hours. And then I saw there was a part 2. And so I downloaded that one and I read the whole 5-part series in like 3 days. And I remember I contacted her, the author, and she responded back. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm having a moment because she's actually talking to me. I told her I really want to write a book. I was like, I want to do something like this. I've got so many stories that I want to tell. I want to incorporate my own life. And so, like, she gave me, she told me what to do. And 3 months later, I had my first book finished. And the rest is history. Wow. So yeah, I do street lit now. I'm more so doing kind of everything. I have street romance, contemporary, women's fiction. I've done a Black Lives Matter novel last year. I just did my first story about a trafficking ring at an HBCU. And I am working on my first, I guess you could call it hood horror. Definitely, yeah. The brother next door is creepy, but I love it. I'm working on Love It Lake Lanier, which is a fictional story, but it's gonna, it's going to listen. There's some stuff going on at Lake Lanier. I don't know why the ancestors is trying to tell these people leave us alone, but yeah, I'm having fun right now. I love being able to expand.
That's actually
okay. Yeah, stop. Just don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't stop. Okay. So so I gotta ask. Do writers, book writers, authors feel the same way about ghostwriters that rappers do?
Yes, absolutely. But it's funny because they talk so much trash. And like, it's so many authors that are just like, oh, these folks in the industry, they use ghostwriters. They ain't real authors. And I just sit back and I'm like, out of at least 2 of them are hitting me up to get their book done. So I'm just like, I'm loving it because regardless, I'm profiting, I got my money. So, but yeah, a lot of people will say, oh, well, it's not good to have a ghostwriter. And, I feel like it's different when it comes to the music industry, like, I'm sorry, it's certain artists where I'm just like, yeah, somebody had to write that for you because ain't no way in hell you that creative, like, yeah. I know the barbs is gonna come for me, but Nicki Minaj, you ain't write all that, sis. Like, come on, fam. Stop. Cardi. I mean, well, at least Cardi. Cardi, she'll tell me. Cardi, we like, listen. I'm like,
I barely speak English. You know they wrote that for me.
That's why she barely speaks English. So of course, she got writers. I'm probably somebody gonna come for my neck for that one. But yeah, I just no. Oh, shit. I'm being honest.
It was nice knowing you, Kay. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. I'm glad we got you on here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad we got you on the show because we all had this last time we see
you. It's so many people that are just like, oh, they're so great. They write their music, and I'm like, no, they don't. Like, look at the details. See, they need to go back to the old school where we had the CDs where you could open up the little booklet on the inside and you see exactly who wrote it, all of that, who contributed. Not now. Folks be coming out here just
they're scared to show you now.
Yeah.
they got a BBL on their books.
Now
they got a BBL on their album.
I hate AI with a passion. There's a lot of overnight authors that are using AI, and I hate that. Because it's like, I can tell you didn't write.
Well, I love the YouTube. I love the YouTube AIs that tell the stories, right? The little 1 hour, 2 hour stories of the same topic over and over again. They just regenerate it over and over again. Those are hilarious.
So irritating. No. And then the voice is just like, oh God, no.
Oh my God. He said so just kept telling the same story over and over.
It does. It does.
Oh, it's so good.
And then it be loud and wrong. Like, if you're gonna be loud, don't be loud and wrong. Like, some of the stuff in there, I'm like, that ain't what. Okay.
Oh man, that's
thank
crazy.
you. Somebody
crazy.
vindicated. I'm some validation.
Bro.
I will tell my kids that.
So I mean,
not a story.
Other than being born in the county jail, like, damn, I thought I did time hard. Like, that's crazy. That's like,
Yeah.
at least I was grown. I was grown.
I don't know what she did. Like, my pops, I hit him and was like, yo, you got to tell me what my mom did. And he was like, I don't know. He said, I just got a phone call saying, come get you. And yeah, to this day, God rest her soul, I don't know what she did. But yeah, apparently my mama had a past before she had kids.
She squared up when she had you in the jail? Was that the last, you know?
Nah.
Nah. Yeah, you like my family. Nah.
Yeah, I was just like, I played it safe. I was like, I'm gonna let Pops raise me because the fact that I was born with your hands cuffed to the bed, just it don't sit right with me. So yeah, I prefer to stay on this, on the good side of the law. So yeah.
Wildcat.
Man, yeah. I feel you. I mean, how did you decide to? Okay, so I guess it's kind of like a loaded question. A little bit.
Okay.
Not only why did you decide to get into true crime, but like what made you decide to not only get into true crime, but to create the infamous ones?
Oh wow. Well, I've always loved crime. I've always had some type of link to law enforcement. I don't know what's going on with that alarm, but yeah.
You missed me on that one, but I always like crime too.
Right. Like that's why let me rephrase that, not to say that I've committed crimes, but I've always been in law enforcement in some capacity. And so I'm the type of person, I will fall asleep to the ID channel. I can see a crime scene and instantly just be like, oh, okay, I see where they missed this, they missed that. And as I got older, I started noticing like, okay, we hear about if it hits TV like Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, if you hear situations like that, but you never hear about stuff that is local, like you never really hear about the amount of missing Black girls or Black kids in general, or there are a lot of Black serial killers. There are a lot of stupid criminals of color, and I'm just like, so I like to do a mix. What really made me say, okay, I want to do a podcast was, unfortunately, a friend of mine was killed New Year's Day 2023.
Condolences, sis, most definitely.
Yeah, her and her husband were at her grand opening of her restaurant, and she happened to be helping someone in a domestic violence situation, and she was helping them to relocate. I guess the boyfriend found out. He was a convicted felon that had just been released from prison, and he followed her. And he followed my friend. They were leaving the restaurant, celebrating New Year's. Like, it was insane. We got a phone call literally like 1:00 in that morning saying that she had been shot and killed. And nobody really talked about it. Like, nobody really, we didn't really hear about her case. Like, and I'm like, okay, you've got all of these, stories where they highlight Black people that have been killed by police, or they highlight them to make them sound negative and, put a stain on their name. But you never really hear about individuals like Tasha, who, was a mother of two and a wife, had multiple businesses, was trying to uplift the Black community. She was trying to make changes. And so I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast about true crime. I'm going to do a podcast about, those that aren't necessarily so smart when it comes to committing murders, and to focus on, like I say, focus on crimes in the Black community, because you don't hear about it like that. You only hear about the gang bangers and the, unfortunately, the ones that are killed at the hands of police, but you never hear about anything else.
That's real, because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I never heard, and it was crazy because there are a lot of similarities at points in our stories. But the Taekwon Knox story, I had never heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? And so when I heard that, and I was like, wow, like this is crazy. When I hear some of these stories, and I realize,
That's
like I've been around people like this. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody disliked. Like I don't know what this person's been doing since the last time I seen them, but this story I'm hearing reminds me of this person. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to look people up and be like, yo, you be out here killing niggas? Like, what's going on? like, what's going on, dog?
They're like, how'd you know?
Right. And that's what I'm like, it is insane though. Like, just the amount of people that I have found in Greensboro, in North Carolina alone. And I'm just like, yo, how did I not know about this? Like, you know, some are unsolved, of course. I can't really touch those. Like, at the time when I was at A&T, Dennis Hale, when he was killed, and they still don't know, you know, they still haven't been able to catch the killer. But I was just kind of doing research and I was like, okay, I'm going to look up Black murderers in North Carolina. Good God. That thing spun for about 5 minutes before it stopped. And I was just like, it's this. How did I not know about this? Because you only hear about the bigger cases, you know.
Well, okay. We hear about white folks.
Absolutely. Freaking absolutely.
So
if Jeffrey got hit riding his bike across the street, we get ready to hear about it.
Right. If Becky from down the street goes missing at 3:00, they gonna find her by 3:10. And
so
just be like,
my question
there was a Black woman that was missing in the mountains for like 3 weeks. She went and got stuck in the snow, and it just so happened that the man that owned the cabin where she was hiding, or where she was, you know, getting herself together, he leaves it unlocked on purpose for people, for hikers that may get lost. This woman was missing for 3 weeks. They found her safe and sound. I saw one article. But I promise you, I read another article about a little boy that was missing for 2 days. 2. Found him in a ditch 2 blocks from his house. It's all over CNN. And I'm just sitting here like, really? Really? First of all, I gotta be careful how I say
Billy was just hiding.
Right. I'm just like, I really gotta be careful how I say this, but if you keep your eye on your damn kids, they won't keep going missing.
You gotta be careful how you say it.
Watch the child.
White people are ignorant.
Refer to the tagline at the bottom.
You said what?
Refer to the tagline at the bottom. Refer to the tagline at the bottom. Okay. Only real talk allowed. Say whatever you want. It's all good.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's just like, okay, watch it. Keep your eye on your kids. You know, like I wish my kids know. Go outside without my permission if you want to. Do anything without my permission if you want to. See what happens.
Yeah. You know, the one of the best things my mama ever told me was, go to jail again.
Not again.
I got you. I got you this time.
So like,
go again. Go again and watch what happens.
Can we back up? No, because he just said it so casual. Like, go to jail again. Like,
okay, so
jail, just
I'll put it this way. So at a point, so I know from listening to the podcast, you did some work with the Greensboro Police Department. I did some work with several police departments too. It just wasn't necessarily as an employee.
Okay.
So
right.
You know what I'm saying? But the very first time, my mom came and bailed me out and was like, hey, I got you this time, but check this out. Go to jail again. Watch what happened. I went to jail again, and I made that call again. Guess what call got declined? Oh, no, I told you.
As it should have. And I agree with you, Mom. I'm one of those. I'm a ride for my kids. I tell them all the time. You know, I've had to train them on how to respond in certain situations. You know, I have one child that is on the spectrum and disabled, so he doesn't understand, you know, the same way that his twin would, or the same way that his younger brother would. He doesn't understand, okay, hey, when people see me, they don't see a disabled, you know, kid. They see a Black boy, you know, and he has a tendency, like he'll stare or he'll walk right up on somebody and I'll be like, hey, personal space, you know, like he doesn't understand or comprehend that. And I've always told him, I said, listen, if anybody come at you cross, your mama gonna go to bat. I said, but you have to remember to be respectful. You have to remember, I'm going through the whole drill. You got to remember to do this. You got to remember to do that. Let your mama handle it. Come home safe and let me handle it. Because when I go handle it, I'm going to war. But if I find out that you fucked up and you was in the wrong, I'm going to break my foot off in your ass. It may be behind closed doors. I'm going to still be your mama and, I'm going to rock for mine. But if I find out you messed up, I'm going to break my foot off in your ass.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Pete, I was about to say, Pete,
Yeah.
I feel like you've been trying to get a question off for like 7 minutes.
I'm sorry. So I'm curious. Hey, now I'm curious, we're doing all this work, right? Like doing these investigations, finding out there's serial killers everywhere. Does that change now? Does that make you a little paranoid? Does that change how you look at your community and just the people around you? Because like I said, I would think, it's the white guy, right? But now we know it's everybody.
No, I have fun with it. I have fun with it. It doesn't change my perspective any because niggas is gonna nig, for lack of better words, and even now when I look at cases,
damn, she sound like me.
When I look at cases, I can still tell in a sense, like they white, or because we don't do certain stuff. We don't do. We don't go. First of all, if you stab most of the time, you're probably Mexican. Possibly white, more than likely you Mexican. Just from what I've seen, we will shoot you, we will rob you, and from what I'm seeing a lot more of, brothers will beat somebody, like they will beat you with their bare hands. Now when it comes to the certain type of shooting, if I see AR-15 or if I see choke to death or stab like that, that's when I'm just like, yeah, that ain't us. Like that's when I'm just like, oh, okay, all right.
Who can afford an AR-15? I mean, really,
exactly.
I can't afford that.
Because
not to be popping off at my girl or something.
Let's keep it a band. A lot of these kids they order these guns, right? They'll order them online. Yeah. Let a Ethan go and order an AR-15. Gonna go right through. Let Taekwon go and order a AR-15 online. You're gonna have people showing up at the door.
The Men in Black coming to the door, yeah.
You got ATF rolling right up with it. Here's your package and handcuffs.
Excuse me. Like you have the whole ass alphabet at the door.
Right. Not only that, but us as mothers, we nosy as hell. I check my kids' account every damn day. I'm looking at what you did online because I have teenagers and they are at that age where they are doing teenager things that is disturbing to me because, my son.
Because you was a teenager.
Like that as a teen.
And it's easier now. It's so much easier now.
Exactly. And what he doesn't realize is his phone is linked to mine, so I can see everything that he does. And it's just moments just like, oh God. Like, and I just like, no, like, oh my to the three living gods. And I feel like as a mother, as a black mother, we're not gonna let that happen. Taekwon not gonna be able to order no AR-15 because I'm be like, say, hold up, what the fuck? What you need with this for? What's this? Oh no, you got to get the hell up out my house, homeboy. I will call the cops myself.
Hey yo, you remember that AR-15 you ordered? Yeah, I returned that already. I got me some sneakers. Don't worry though. But we're gonna go play hoops when we're gonna go play hoops when they get here. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Or how you bought AR-15 and you don't pay your rent yet? Oh, but you asking me to borrow money, but you went and bought an AR-15. Boy, get the fuck.
Oh nah. But if I beat you in this basketball game, you gotta get the fuck out.
That's my money. That's my AR-15 now.
You heard me? Exactly.
Thank
Daddy
you.
got an AR. Thank you.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you.
Good looking out, guys.
Bring me back to my service days. Appreciate you. Double action?
Man,
nice.
That's crazy. So okay, so check this out though. And I know that there's a lot of like all of y'all say it. Every true crime podcast I listen to say it, no matter which one it is, talk about the amount of time that goes into the research for the pod.
Yes.
And in your own personal estimation, you know what I'm saying? As you're doing all of that, I gotta think there's gotta be one particular case at the very least that kind of made you be like, what the entire fuck is this? Like, as much as I've been diehard studying serial killers since I was like 12. You know what I'm saying? But still, when I found out about Samuel Little, I was like, holy shit, really? Oh, that's crazy. Yep. Okay. You got it, Chief. No doubt. Okay. So, I mean, it's got to be one. I know that you probably was like, I might have to get the trash can because I'm probably going to Earl. This is crazy.
Oh, God. Yeah, there is one that comes to mind. I want to say I covered it. It was a 2-part episode. I think it was called The Devil Has a Name. He killed his first wife, went to prison. There was a lot of moments where I was just like, okay, she just stupid, because he kills his first wife, goes to prison. This organization fights for him to get out. He ends up getting out because of his second wife's father, who was a pastor. Nobody bothered to check to see why this man was in prison, but they fought for him to get out. His second wife, never bothered to ask, why were you in prison? That's kind of a question you should, want to know the answer to. But ultimately, he gets out, marries her, has 2 kids with her, kills the kids, and damn near kills her. And the whole time I'm just sitting there like, so I have this segment that I do with my show called You Done Fucked Up. And I use the voice from Menace to Society, because I'm just like, that whole episode, I was just sitting there like, how did you marry this man and not know what he went to prison for? Like, even if he would have told you some BS, like, you could have just ran a background check. Like, if I'm dating somebody or if I'm seeing somebody, I'm running a thorough background check on you, fam. Like, I need to know who people's is, if you've done anything, because niggas lie. And I'm just like, I'm not about to I am very cautious when it comes to my kids, when it comes to my job. Like, there's certain people I can't hang around because of my job. And so I just feel like that's like a generic question. Hey, okay, so how you been? And she grew up with this dude. That was the thing. You grew up with this man. He disappeared for 15 years and it didn't click in your brain to say, hey, why were you missing for 15 years? Like, she legit said, my dad said that he, she was like, I thought that he just went for like money laundering. And now your kids are dead.
And that's okay? Money laundering was okay? There's
yeah.
Like, I'm just sitting back like, okay. Okay.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I was like, okay. Like, because that's what I'm just sitting there like, girl, that was the dumbest. Or as the old folks would say, couldn't be me. Well, if you like it, I love it, because that's exactly what that was.
If you like it, I love it. Gotta be like, if you talk about like I love the saying backhanded compliment. Like, that's like that is like the quintessential example of a backhand. Hey, if you like it, I love it, because they really like, you dumb as hell. What do you? But okay, if that's what we doing, that's what we doing. But just so you know, I see you. God, that's crazy. I know if it kind of fuck with my head, because I didn't know about Henry Louis Wallace. I didn't know about him at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then when I heard the story, and like they called him the Taco Bell Strangler, yo.
Yep, out of Charlotte.
The Taco Bell Strangler. Yep. That shit was crazy. This nigga was killing people he worked with. Like, yo, how y'all ain't catch this?
And that's what I was like, it took so many women to be killed before. And the sad thing was, the cops had him. Somebody came forward and was like, hey, we think this is him. And they ignored it. The same way with Women of Imperial Avenue. There was like 13 women that were killed. Somebody came forward. A woman literally jumped out of a fucking window, and they ignored her because she was a prostitute and a drug addict. And I'm like, yo, And it got to the point the butcher shop next door sued the city because they were getting blamed for the smell. And they were like, we've been telling you, go check this weird motherfucker next door, but y'all not listening. And I'm just sitting back like my mind is blown because I'm like, you got instances where you have a case right here in front of you and you choose to ignore it. And then you want to sit there and just be like, oh, well, we had no idea. Oh my gosh. How?
Willful ignorance. Oh my God. Yo.
They asked him, they was like, did you do it? And he was like, nah. But them nacho fries is coming back and I got the hookup.
I love it. Oh shit. That's man. Yeah.
Want some extra churros.
Right.
You have definitely covered some disturbing case. Like it is, and I know that it's disturbing if I think it's disturbing because it takes quite a bit to disturb me. So like when I'm listening, like sometimes I'll be listening. Okay, I hope nobody from my job that can say something about this is seeing this. But I be having one headphone in at my job, so I be literally listening to podcasts all day. Now people would think that I was listening to something, maybe listening to music or listening to something more jovial. No. I'm listening to stories about people getting chopped up and all this other shit. So I'm listening, and it just so happened that I was I built a playlist of podcasts. So I put like 4 of yours on there, 4 so this one, 4 that. So that way I can kind of cycle through and try to get caught up on everything. I can't remember the name of the what is the brother's name? The Chicken King.
Quentin, yes.
Quentin King, the Chicken King. Quentin King, the Chicken King. And I kept saying it the whole time it was playing.
It's always, I'm just like, he's got the Napoleon complex. Like when I found out how tall he was, I was like, damn, like this little motherfucker. I was like, girl, you could have just flung his little ass somewhere. Like yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, I need more. I need more. What now?
You ever seen Chucky?
The Chicken King. Okay, that's legit. Okay, so there was a guy named Quentin King, and he had a chain of restaurants that he had with his wife. And it was called the Chicken King. And the Chicken King was married to this chick, but he had like 5 illegitimate babies on her through the marriage. He had a side chick that he was with for years, like not 1, not 2, not 3. I want to say maybe it was like 12 or 13 years that he had been with the side chick. She got pregnant multiple times, got abortions, but the last one she decided she was going to keep it. So he pretended like he was happy about it. And the fucked up thing is, even though she was his side chick, he was on some Neo shit and was like, no, you can't have no other dude, because she was out there dating, all of that. They had broken up. She had a kid. They got back together. He was like, no, you can't go out here and mess with nobody else. Nigga, you got a whole ass wife at home. But she can't go mess with nobody else. And she's single. And he set her house on fire and she came back. This is what I mean by stupid, because God rest her soul, I know she's dead and I am not trying to victim blame, but at some point he set your house on fire. Like Take Me to the King would have been playing on the radio because you about to meet him. Like I wasn't understanding, but yeah, he
Chicken King getting taken to the king,
right? And he gonna be deep fried in hell.
And juicy, you know what I'm saying?
He killed her. Like she was like a couple of months away from giving birth to their daughter, and he killed her. And so he got arrested for he gruesomely, like he beat the shit out that girl and then shot her at point blank range, like put the gun and just gunshot residue all over him. So ultimately he got arrested, charged with murder for her and the baby. Wife divorced him and was just like, yeah, fuck you. He was trying to get money for an attorney. She was like, well, all of this is mine. And he killed the girl because the restaurants were in his wife's name. She was although he was running it, it was in her name. So yeah, that was a smart move.
Yeah.
But he just irritated me because I was like, this Rumpelstiltskin looking ass dude was just like, first of all, like, sir, I will roast the hell out of my criminals. I'm sorry, I have fun. I'm one of those. I'm gonna dig into your life. I'm gonna find everything I can on you, and then I'm going all the way in. And that little Oompa Loompa got everything he deserved.
Don't cross K. Don't cross K.
Listen, somebody came for me earlier today, and I was like, "You out here disrespecting the world with your face, and you got the audacity to come for me? You over here built like a bully truck, but you coming for me? Oh, okay, yeah. I have no filter. I am nice and sweet and pleasant, but as soon as you get on my bad side, I'm gonna zone in on and target in on your characteristics and whatever else I can see, and it's a wrap. Like, you gonna cry.
I'm coming after your emotions.
Yes.
All right, Zeb. I'm putting in the vote. She's getting the card. She's allowed the membership. She's allowed in. She's allowed in the card. Like,
absolutely.
Yes.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. She get it. Yeah. She get it. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, okay, I got a question about like your process. Because you talk a lot on the pod about how you set up to do the show. You got your drinks, you got your popcorn. Sometimes you got a little bit different snack. What kind of ambiance do you set when you're listening to true crime or watching something? Like, do you set up a similar kind of ambiance? Because like there's some people, like, you know, Sev, he'll light up, just take one to the face, and then just like be like, "Yo, let's see where this road takes us." But you set up a very particular like feel when you're like talking about the stuff. What do you do when you're learning about it?
So if I'm listening, like if it's something that I can listen to on my phone, that I'm listening in the car 9 times out of 10. I travel a lot because of, you know, book stuff and all of that. So it gives me opportunity. I don't like flying, so I'll drive. So it gives me opportunity to listen to multiple episodes. I'll be in my car, and sometimes I'll forget that 9 times out of 10 I'm by myself, or my kids have learned to carry their AirPods because I'm not changing my shit, fam. You got a phone. You know, I'll be laughing or something. I'm like, "Oh, you know," and they're just like, "Ma, we don't want to listen to this," you know, but I always got to make sure I have something to drink. Like, if I'm watching it on TV or if I'm listening to it, I have to have something to drink. Now, if I'm driving, obviously I can't do that because, I'm not trying to go to jail. But when it comes to me watching it at home, I have to have my Zeta blanket. I have to have my Zeta blanket, and I have to have my Care Bear. And I have to have at least a bottle of wine because I'm not going to watch just one episode. Like, I will binge. I'm a binger, so I will binge Evil Lives Here, Fear Thy Neighbor, Snapped, Fatal Attraction. I'm on it all day. Tomorrow, after I get off work, I will be watching Fatal Attraction all day. I promised my toddler that we could watch Transylvania for the 90 millionth time. But after that, Fatal Attraction the whole weekend that I'm off.
Marathon. That's what I'm talking about.
I love it because there's so much shit on there that they make up that is so fake, and I'm just like, how has this like, people be like, "Oh my God," I'm like, that didn't happen. Like, I watched the episode where they made up a whole sibling. They made up a whole sibling, and I was like, this motherfucker ain't got no brother. Like, where did y'all get that? Okay, y'all are reaching.
Hey, artistic license. Yeah, exactly. That's what they call it.
No, that's just
pregnant.
This is based on a true story. ... Kinda.
Kinda.
Only thing true about it was the name. Everything else was fake. Just know.
Like, it's true-ish. You know what I mean? Yo, that's crazy. So now I know. I think I seen one of y'all. I think I'm getting ready to steal one of y'all questions. This is stick up. You know what time it is. So I got it was a brilliant question, and I just wanted to say before I go into this, bro, that's a dope ass fucking question. Like I don't be surprised if you hear me ask somebody that on sidebars, because now that's got me thinking now. Anyway, the question is though,
ain't one of mine.
like you do so you did an episode about like a Thanksgiving that was absolutely horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Girlfriend. Yo, when I found that out, I was like, damn. I was like, what kind of bitches are you fucking? Like, oh. I mean, she cute. The brows played to the gods, but I was like, you fucked a bitch that killed somebody. Wow. Okay.
That's crazy. Does that have any impact on like, and it's probably kind of rhetorical at this point because of how you answered the previous question, but does that have any bearing on how you like? I would have an issue with sitting somewhere like on Thanksgiving after I just got done listening to that, and I'm just looking around like, which one of y'all niggas gonna do it? Which one of y'all gonna do it? Because I'm waiting for it now.
Especially with somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody bring somebody over.
I could be sitting next to a stranger. Hey, pass me them yams. No, you're not messing up. I'm gonna be big back. I'm eating everything. Okay, that ain't gonna mess up my day at all. And 9 times out of 10, if you in my family, because we got people that we don't know that come all the time. We do Thanksgiving is big. You know, I come from a big family. My mama and my papa had 10 kids. So all of them come together, and then you got all of us. Everybody's bringing potluck. It's new niggas all the time, and I just be like, "Who you? Oh, okay. This is your boyfriend for this year. Okay.
Don't trust them new niggas.
This your baby mama for this year. Did you get the test? Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, you know, like I will sit there and get my buzz on, get my drink on. I have had a situation where it wasn't a murder, but I had a situation.
That's good to know. Okay.
My cousin was cheating on his girl, and he got caught. She showed up. He came with the side chick. Yeah, he came with the side chick, but the girlfriend showed up, and I sat there and ate my sweet potato pie the whole time, just watching, because it's the show. And he climbed the tree, thinking that he could escape, but his big burly ass broke the branch and came down.
I'm dead.
And I looked out the window when it happened and was just like,
Kaye just sitting there like, I can't wait for this to end up on one of my shows.
So y'all gonna cut this coconut cake or not? Like, yeah.
Have you ever told somebody don't end up? Have you ever told somebody don't end up an episode on my podcast?
Yes, yes. I've had to tell myself that. I'm like, Lord, I cannot be my own show. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was ready to pick out some caskets for some people, but I was like, okay, I got to chill out. And I tell people all the time, because they'll say stuff in front of me and I'm like, yo, you can't say that. Like, I can't hear this, because if you do it, I have to report you. And I I'm just like, yo, people got to understand, with where I work, you can't say certain things around me, because if I hear it, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta go report you. This is gonna cause a rift in our friendship. You're gonna get mad because I gotta snitch on you and go into professional mode.
Shit.
I just be like, this motherfucker about to be an episode on my podcast.
I have noticed a common theme with you, with almost all of the true crime podcasts that I listen to. There's a common theme that runs throughout them. Yeah, it's crazy that you did that. Don't do that shit around me. I'm telling.
Right.
I'm not fucking with you. No,
they
coming to get your ass.
Yes. I will straight, Your Honor, Do you need a description? He was 6'3", bald. Yeah, I'm telling. Like, you are not putting my life on the line. I'm snitching. Snitches get stitches, all of that.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
so catch me first.
Savage.
So to take the previous question and just kind of branch it out a little bit, like no matter what the situation, have you ever just met somebody where because you're having to study all these people, you just see the red flags and you're like, you probably done killed about 4 or 5 motherfuckers, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, because I was wondering if you played the serial killer bingo. If you were up there, at the cookout going, yep. that one right there, this one.
I met, oh my God, he was so fine. And I'm so mad. I met this dude. I was so mad. I met this dude and baby was drop dead gorgeous. And immediately when he started talking, red like sirens were going off. And I was just like, this motherfucker definitely killed somebody. Like, as I'm listening to him talk, I was like, oh, he killed somebody for real. Like, they probably motherfucking now. And he was saying things that was kind of like weird. Like, he was just like, yeah, you should come through. He invited me to his crib and I was just like, nah, I think I'm good. I was like, well, I was like, I'm old school, I was like, I'm good. But my brain was like, bitch, run, because he has definitely killed somebody. Like, he was talking about ways to get rid of a body. And I know I joke, I'll say stuff like, oh, I'm gonna bury you in the backyard and put an endangered plant on top of it so can't nobody dig you up. I'll joke like that. But yeah.
That's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one.
He was like, this is what you do. He said some shit that just, I stopped because it was like we were eating dinner. And he said, yeah, somebody once told me that if I buried a body 8 feet deep and then like I put a dead dog like 2 feet above it, that when the cops dug it up, they would think it was the dog. And he just goes back to like eating like nothing happened. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and this is why I drove my home.
Wait, so this is unprompted? He just started that conversation up with, by the way, a mistake, and
so you're a writer, huh?
And I was just like, so I feel like I'm gonna be reading about you in a couple of years. And he ended up going to jail, but it wasn't for murder. He went to jail for
they called him early. Okay.
Yeah. He went to jail for drug possession. And I was just like, I could see that. Yeah. Like I like seeing certain people and just guessing like, what would your crime be? Like, I make a game out of it. I'm just like, okay, like if I looked at Pantha, I would probably say,
I like this game. Let's go.
I know, right?
Pantha looks like the type where it would be, I would say probably like, he looked like he would be at an illegal gambling house or some shit and passing like counterfeit money. Or no, actually Pantha looked like he would be that pimp that was just out here beating bitches and they finally catch him. Yeah.
Like, yo, this might be the one time that you got to edit it out just because you about to catch smoke.
Yeah, man, that's reputation.
God. Wow.
Ping, pin, pin.
Is it the beard?
I need to smoke more.
I mean, I could just see him like he could be sitting back smoking a blunt. He's sitting there like, okay, this bitch know that she late with my money. Like, all right, I done told this bitch run me my shit. Now I gotta go whoop her ass. And she sees him and it's just, sorry, and and he
sounds like Wayne Brady. Like, does the Panther got a matchup
right now? I can see Seb doing that. That's like Wayne Brady doing that. And that's just it's shocking.
Seven looks like he might be like, actually, Seven looked like he would go to jail for tax fraud. Like, he just looks like insider trading.
Tax fraud.
Yeah, like he gives off insider trading.
I do though. I totally do that.
Wow.
I don't know. Wow. Look at this. Of course I have insider trading.
Either that or stalking. Like either that or low-key stalking. Like, yeah. He looked like he's gonna pop out the bushes and be like, "Why you ain't calling me back? I know you see
mark."
I just be having fun,
talking
y'all.
to my exes again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, stop talking to my exes. Anyway. No, do monster.
There's a long list.
Oh God, I feel like monster would be like.
Now remember, you might not recognize it, but I'm white.
Yeah, because automatically the first thing that came to my mind was he locks bitches in basements. But you know, I'm just looking like I don't see that with him though. Like I would probably think he looks like he would be one of those radicals that would fuck a protest up, like all the way up. Like he looks like he would infiltrate the system and completely fuck shit up from the inside.
I plead the fifth.
I need a fifth.
Wait, what do you do for a living, Kaye?
Yo, that was crazy.
You're not like a profiler or nothing now.
That's crazy.
I don't like how close you've hit on all of these.
Nah, see,
except for I don't know.
He was a little off.
That part. I'm like, yeah, that part.
He was a little off. Like I would have had a homegirls. Hey, yo, go handle that. Go get me. Like I'm more likely to be that dude. Like, yo, I ain't getting ready to fight her. Yo, you go
that uncle that be on the block, that be drunk, that be fussing at the young kids. Be like, boy, you don't look, all right, one time over there, you don't want to go over there now, youngster. Like that's what he reminded me of. That uncle that everybody know on the block. $5 to fix your carburetor.
Oh shit!
You know what got to do the thing. Yeah.
How you out here talking shit, boy? I heard you got a ghostwriter. Get out of here. Oh man, that is hilarious.
Okay, I had another question, and just based off of that and your ability to like read people, I think that this would be an interesting answer from you. With everything that you've like explored, whether it be through even just like writing your books, because a lot of people don't give credit to how much research goes into writing a novel. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that people have a fascination with destruction?
Honestly, balance. We're used to it. You know, can you sit back and think of how a world would be without some type of chaos, without some type of destruction? Like Adam and Eve fucked that up for us a long time ago. You know, like let's keep it a band. You know, they fucked that up for us a long time ago. And as much as we say, you know, that we want to live in a world that's peaceful, where we can all coexist and all of that, that's not how we're programmed. You know, we are programmed to deal with chaos now or destruction. How we deal with it is the issue. But, you know, I don't think I would be able to function without dealing with some type of destruction, you know, or without seeing some type of destruction. Because then I'll be like, okay, life is too boring. It's what makes life interesting, as crazy as it sounds.
I like that answer.
Yeah. Just the first word. She said balance, and I was like, balance. Yes.
Yeah. I already knew. I was like, this nigga gonna turn a cartwheel in his head right
now. Oh shit. All right, Kaye. So Kaye, I got one more question for you, and it's kind of random, but it kind of leans on a little bit of what Monster was asking about. If you had to choose a superhero, who would you choose out of Batman, Misty Knight, or The Question? Do you know who any of them are?
I was gonna say, I really only know Batman out of that. So yeah, I was gonna say that would be an easy selection. The one I fucking know.
There you go.
Yeah. Batman has always been, but the question sounds very intriguing. Like, I don't know much about the question, but I feel like I would probably connect with that character more just because it leaves you guessing. And that's me all day. Like, I'm never going to make it to where you feel like you just know me. Like, no, you are always going to question some shit with me. You're going to be like, okay, damn, I thought I knew that about her. Or damn, okay, so she had this too. Like, I love that. I love leaving people mysterious and leaving people confused, because in a good way though. Like, I love being able to say, all right, I've got you, because now that means I'm never going to leave your mind ever.
True that.
I like that. I like the last one. I like the last part.
Yeah.
She
Impressionistic.
talks so. Yeah, she's so good. Like, I'd have been.
She talks so good.
Man, I just fucked your head up. But you just say it so well.
She speaks so well. As opposed to what?
No, I mean, she
Really,
just said it
you
very
shouldn't say
elegantly.
that, Monster. You shouldn't say speak so well. That's
I
not
didn't
coming
say
from
that.
you.
I
Seb,
said
you go ahead and say
elegant.
it.
Oh no,
You can't say it.
It was part of the joke. Yeah. It was
I
part of
was
the joke.
wondering when that was going to happen. I was like, somebody is going to turn one of his responses. I was waiting.
It happened all
Who
the
was going to
time.
do it? And
I hate white people more than both of them combined. So that ain't no.
He ain't lying. That's crazy. That's wild. But yeah, I think it was another story, and this is I swear I know we're gonna let you go because I know you got.
Oh, no, you good. Listen, that's what I say. As long as I got Red Bull, I'm good. And at 4:00 in the morning, I'm not doing nothing. Trust me.
Oh shit, I can dig it. So there was a story you told, and I want you to because it happened in North Carolina in Durham. I'd love for you. I don't know if they got a chance to hear that particular episode, but it was the brother who moved to Durham, and his old girl came and hooked up with him, and he was like, "Yeah, these are my cousins. We all just live together."
Oh, the girlfriend that couldn't
the
have
Lord.
A baby. Yeah.
Yes.
Telling everybody he was God. I was like, this fat motherfucker. Okay.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
Okay.
This motherfucker was built like a
I'm gonna saddle up here. Go ahead.
He was built like a Whirlpool refrigerator, talking about I am God. And then had them shit locks. I was like, what? Like, oh yeah. So this guy met this little young chick. She was into church. Her family was very, very religious. They didn't let her do anything. She was very sheltered. She pretty much only went to church or whatever. And the boy that she dated, they dated briefly. He moved away. And she thought he moved away for school. He moved away because he got in trouble. But he moved away, and he started messing with all of these girls, moved them into his house, like had his mama down the street in her home, and had all these women like having his babies and all kind of stuff. He ended up connecting with the girl. The girl went to college. She had like a really bad accident and found out she couldn't have kids. And it devastated her, whatever. So he kind of linked back up with her when she was vulnerable. And why she chose this grimace motherfucker, I don't know. But she ended up moving with him into this house. And he told her, oh, well, these are all my cousins and, all of that. And ultimately, he wanted her to be his wife. So she agreed to marry him. And she had to start sharing the bed with all the other women. Like they took turns. And I'm just like, okay. And so one of the women had a baby and he ended up killing the girl, but kept the baby. She took care of the baby like it was her own, all of that. Then she started to see, like, finally she got some sense and she started to see that he was not who he said he was. She tried to leave. The wives and girlfriends all collectively beat her, killed her and the kid, buried the kid in his mama's backyard. Like it was too much. And I'm like, I feel like we should do better for ourselves when we select our spouse, because like he built like the final boss on Tekken.
No more high action.
If I'm going to go out here and go to the extreme of moving in with you, sacrificing my life, I need you to not be looking like Hamburglar. I'm just saying that it bothered me, and I was like, this really makes North Carolina look bad. Like it really did, because he
I was like, Bull City, what?
The fact that he had like a little harem, you know what I mean?
Right.
The fact that he got a little harem, and that they are the ones that put hands on her and
not
ended
all
her
of
life.
them looked, yes, some of
To
them,
keep
some
their
of them
happy home together.
Some of
But
them
he
had
shot the little boy.
Yeah, he shot the little boy.
He shot the little boy. Because he
they
thought he
put
was
hands
gay.
on her. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, they had to fight for their love because they had some aggressive faces, you know.
Oh shit.
I mean, I'm not the best out there, but come on, man. Like,
You said they got aggressive.
Yeah,
aggressive.
Like they had some really aggressive faces. I was just like, I see why you were fighting so hard, because all your life you had to fight. Like, I see why.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. You know what? That reminds me of one of the funniest things I ever seen. We was downtown Winston-Salem, and it was during the Black Theater Festival. There was a couple walking down the street with the kid in the stroller. So they walking down the street with the kid, and me and my brother Knox, we walking past. We are high as giraffe tonsils. Like I don't know how much weed we smoked before we left the house, but we were really, really high. So we were walking. We just down there to enjoy the festivities. It ain't no wild shit going on, but this kid they walking by with this kid, and I looked down at the kid, and in my brain I was like, well, something's odd about that. But I kept it to myself. Knox, on the other hand, says, wow, that baby got a strong face. And I almost died laughing right downtown Winston-Salem that night.
I would have froze. I would have just stood there, but like, or I would have looked up and do like I always do. Ooh, it's so pretty outside. Like it could be storming, and I'm like, ooh, it's pretty outside, because you're not about to take me down with you. No, absolutely not.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm dead. I was like, ooh. And see, you can't do stuff like that to people when they high.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do stuff like that to people when they high, because see, when I started laughing, I couldn't stop. So it got to the point where the laughing is probably at the point of being disrespectful now, and I can't turn it off. Sorry.
Because that's when I gotta turn and look at you and be like, nigga, what is wrong with you? Like, yeah.
Walk faster. Just keep it
pushing.
pushing.
He laughed in my ugly baby's face for 5 minutes.
It's bad. Like,
that's
like
crazy.
I do know a murderer. Well, I don't know him, but yeah,
Phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
He's up for trial. I forgot all about that. People dressed as a woman and robbed a Brinks truck. I was like, you got to be the dumbest. But okay, like he make a wall look smart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he robbed.
Wait a minute, he did it solo?
No, him and his partner, they dressed like women, and they robbed a Brinks truck, and it backfired immediately because, sir, they are armed. Exactly. I was like, you're in high heels. Did you not think? And you are built like Medea. Did you not think this through? Like, they gonna pick up real quick that you're a dude. Real quick.
Oh shit. Gary Payton. Oh wow, that is hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh man.
People don't be thinking, man. People don't be thinking.
No, that'd be great. Honestly, like. Okay, so what did they have a mask or anything? They just come up there full bearded and ready to rock, just asking for money.
Well, I don't think he had facial hair at the time.
Okay, so was he wearing makeup? I mean, I want to know how far he sold it, or is he just trying to get the silhouette?
I remember he had a wig, because when I walked past the sale, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was confused. And I had to do a double take, and I was like, yo, I know this dude from somewhere. And then I remembered, and of all things, of all people,
Say that one more time.
Wait, say that again.
he was a ram.
Oh,
Yeah.
you went to school.
See, let me explain something.
He absolutely was. Him and his boy were both at Winston-Salem State. He was like a junior at the time. And I remember he was talking about how, they were trying to get money to get a car, and he had fucked up and spent his tuition check on some BS, and he didn't want to tell his parents. And yeah, that's what y'all are producing.
Got into Winston-Salem.
Well, see what had happened was,
right, here we go.
At a point, there was a changing of the guard. And when the guard changed, they started letting all manner of strange individuals into. I stopped going to homecoming for that very reason. I was like, I don't know none of
that's
y'all.
what y'all thought. Y'all have a homecoming? Oh, okay.
Oh, see, now look, I ain't getting ready to shit on G-Ho because it's fire. I can't even front. Like everybody will tell you that G-Ho fire. But just because G-Ho fire don't mean that you ain't gotta talk down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be going no way, so I'd rather go to G-Ho. It's all good.
But I mean,
the messed up part is I went to day homecoming and not hours when I was in college. Yeah. And I was on the football team.
Yeah. That's because too many people at your school dressed up like ladies and was like, run that.
Right. They was like, they try to be cheerleaders. They didn't want to play football.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. Ooh. I'm dead.
I'm a quit. Okay. I just be messing with
That's a triple pause right there.
I just
want to okay. Yeah.
Trust me, Dot hears it all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, man.
I will clown them in a minute, but it's all love. HBCU love.
I'm just saying. All the way live, all the way live. Even though, never mind. We ain't gonna do that. I'm just saying, we got some. I think we might have more. Have more people in the NFL than they got. I think we do that. But like, anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all love. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's a whole lot of Aggies in prison, though. Don't get me started on that. I know some Aggies in prison, but we ain't gonna talk about it. It's all good. It's all good. Then my man 50 grand, salute to y'all, free y'all to that shit backwards, but you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have done it. Now, the funny thing about that? Never mind. I'm not even gonna do it. Oh shit! Y'all got any other questions for Kaye before I choke myself to death on this Gary Payton?
I got one that might be a good round out to the pod. So, with like the segments that you have in the pod, like I love the way that you structure everything out. I love the way you tell the story. Like the pod's amazing. As it continues to grow, what are some of the goals that you have, whether it be for the pod, like to add new elements to it, or, even for like your audience and like ways to get them more involved?
Wow. Without saying too much.
Sure.
Because I do have something cooking right now. Ultimately, just as much as I am with my books, I want to make the podcast a household name. I've always had this vision of myself being a household name. When people hear Kaye Johnson, they're going to be like, oh yeah, she's a badass. She's a boss. She does it all. When it comes to the podcast, I feel like in a year's time, I'm going to be traveling, doing more live shows. I would love to be able to not only, stream audio, but video as well. But it is time consuming. So, for me, my biggest thing is trying to find a way where like next month is going to be the test for me. That's my first live show. I'm used to, having my notes and, reading over stuff while I'm recording. So to do it live is going to be different. That's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm pretty sure I can conquer it and, knock it out the park. But, I want to be able to do videos as well. I'm starting off small with a YouTube channel where I discuss cases that aren't necessarily that haven't necessarily gone to trial. Right now I focus on cases that, the murderer has either died or it has gone to trial, so that because I go into court documents, like I pull everything. I talk to family members, all of that, So I would love to see that expand. When it comes to elements of the show, honestly, stuff just happens. Like when I first started, it was the whole, you done fucked up. And I was like, okay, I don't want to put too much in there because then it's gonna like oversaturate it and make it too cheesy. And then I started doing Cardi B's "What Was the Reason," where she was screaming it on that episode. And I was like, okay, this works. And then somebody messaged me and they were like, girl, we love when you go, okay. And I'm like, y'all pay attention to that? Like, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I did it until somebody told me. And it was just little things that just kept going. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to make it in a way where it's just not too much, but it's just enough that keeps people entertained. So everybody is loving the "what was the reason?" Lately, people love when I say "shoddy girl." Like I just be like, "Shoddy girl" was just doing the most. They're like, "What is a shoddy girl?" Shoddy girl, like that's what it is. So yeah, I'm loving how stuff is going right now.
Thank you. You're muted, bro.
Like
So,
muted.
Do you see yourself writing screenplays or doing anything along those lines? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. I have so many friends that have Lisa is a good friend of mine. She's an author. She has The Dirty D. And I want to say they just did a spinoff, The Dirty A, which was in Atlanta. I know all y'all paused when I said The Dirty D. It's a show on Tubi, Amazon Prime. A friend of mine, Silk White, he's an amazing screenwriter. He has so many movies on Prime and Tubi. Jessica Watkins, who else? God, BJ or JB, they have it's so many authors that I know that have their stuff on screen right now. A really good friend of mine and author, Brianna Cole. This girl got one of the most highest rated movies on Tubi, Sugar Mama. I watched that.
Yeah.
That was a good ass movie. So my goal is to start working on screenplays next because I can write all day long. I love writing, I love entertaining with the books and everything, but I want to branch out. Like I said, I am going to be a household name, I got 4 kids that's gonna be going to college, so I gotta make money, because shit, 2 of them little jokers gonna need a car, and they think because it's 2 of them that we can get 2 separate cars. The fuck, so yeah, they can share. They share
one car.
Right, you share the womb, you share, but I want to I've already got certain ideas in my head. Like last year I helped write a video game. That was so cool for me. That was a little different. It was a video game and it was true crime based. It was about it was called 48 Hours and it was about a cop that had to save his daughter. And she had been kidnapped by people that he had put away. And so that was really fun to, see my name in the credits. Like, I did that. I wrote a video game, never played it, but I wrote it. So, hey, that's what's up. But yeah, I really can't wait.
Okay. Do you have something that you actually want to adapt now? One of the 200 books that you've already written? Yes. Is there something that you want to adapt?
Yes. So there is... This one could actually be a series, like a TV series. My very first book was called It Ain't True If You Got It. And it was based off of some stuff that I did in college that to this day, if my father finds out about, I am dead. But yeah, I will legit, every book that I write in the thank yous, I tell my parents, thank you, stop reading. Stop reading this page because anything else, Like I don't need that kind of stress on my life. Like in my father's eyes, I am his baby. I am a good girl, and it's gonna stay that way because when he get old, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have to take care of him. But yeah, the It Ain't Tricking If You Got It series, I definitely would love to see that be like a television series because I did some pretty wild stuff in college. Either that or yeah. Well, to an extent.
That's what college is for.
To an extent.
Okay.
But I would love that. I would love to see. I'm actually doing my autobiography this year, and it's going to drop at the very end of the year, and a lot of people are going to be exposed. I don't know how they're going to feel about that, but I talk about a lot. I talk about my my marriage to my kid's dad, and that was a very tumultuous time. I talk about some things that nobody would even think that I've done. I talk about relationships that I've had, family drama, all of that. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. I am almost certain I'm pissing people off. So do I care? No, but they can't. Yeah.
Definitely gotta get you back on here when that drops because I want to hear the outcome of that.
Absolutely. I was just about to say.
Too many motherfuckers coming to Thanksgiving. We're gonna clean that up right quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was wondering what the next episode was going to be. Let me see. Let's see what we can do about that right now.
Yeah. This episode is bizarre. Like, I started researching it last week, and I'm like, whew. Yeah,
bizarre.
homie.
I like bizarre.
Yeah.
I like bizarre. Yeah. Bizarre is great. Yes.
He is like Jack Jeffrey Dahmer. All y'all did the same facial expression.
Wings with the fried rice.
We do have listeners in the area. So do you want to plug the event coming up?
Oh, absolutely. Y'all make sure to check me out June 14th, 2025 at Margaritaville at 2 p.m. located at 155 Centennial Olympic Park Drive. Tickets are on sale right now until May 31st. There are 6 tickets left. Technically, I sold out, but I ended up adding some more because some people were just like, oh, we want tickets. We didn't get a chance to get any. So now is your chance. You got 6 tickets left. It's kind of a intimate vibe because I really want to, be able to connect one-on-one with all of the listeners. So it comes with food. Like Margaritaville hooked us up. They're giving appetizers, entrees, dessert, and a drink, So the ticket covers a lot. Meet and greet. You get to take pictures. The case that I'm covering is very, very near and dear to me. So that's going to be a lot. I've got a couple of special guests coming. If you are local, feel free to come out, but you got to have a ticket to get in.
Got to have a ticket.
Yep.
How you waiting outside the club? You can't even get in.
Exactly. And it's upstairs too. So I'm going to be looking down from you from the balcony going, peasant.
Oh shit! There it is. Hey, bro.
Love it.
There it is. There it is.
But like,
man,
it's not a royal carriage. Oh no! Do not let them into my palace.
Oh man, I know that's gonna be so dope. I wish I was gonna be in the A. I got a feeling I'm probably gonna be on the stage somewhere. I think if I'm thinking correctly, but I know it's gonna be fire. We did share it out on the network IG. You know what I'm saying? We'll continue to put it out there. I'll put the I know you said you only got a few tickets left, but I'll put the link in the description of the video. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to click that shit, cop them tickets if you in the A or somewhere close, or one of y'all places that say y'all the A, like Stone Mountain and all y'all that say y'all the A.
Atlanta swears I'm like, yo, Atlanta is like New York to me. They have so many boroughs. Like you got Stone Mountain, Decatur, Lithonia, College Park. I'm like, oh, that's Atlanta.
College Park.
I'm like, that is Lithonia.
Okay.
That's right.
It's East Point, but it's E Point.
Right.
They say it sounds like E Point. You know what I'm saying?
like when I lived in Atlanta, well, I lived in College Park. I was like, listen, I lived in College Park, went to North Clayton High School. I was like, yo, I don't say that's Atlanta. I say College Park. Like, that's just what it is. But folks be like, no, it's Atlanta. Okay.
Columbus?
Okay.
That's Atlanta?
Okay.
Okay.
That's crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I knew this was gonna be fun. Thank you. I definitely appreciate you pulling up. Oh man. Make sure y'all tune in to you tell them all your stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, all the stuff.
Best way I can say is go to my website, www.mzkaye.com. It's going to have the link for everything, my books, the podcast. You can, if you want to stream it directly, you can go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Like, it streams everywhere. Let's see. You can hit me up on my socials. I don't really do friend requests on my personal social media, like on my Facebook, but you can join the discussion group, the Infamous Ones discussion group on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok on Infamous One Pod, X, Infamous One Pod. X done turned into Pornhub. Like, damn, every time I log on, I'm like, damn, I was just trying to make a post. Like, if I see Brashear Gray's ass one more time, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Like, it's like, hey, yo,
my God.
open like a highway. Like, shit. I'm just be like, yo, what? When did X turn into Pornhub? Like,
shit.
I'm just saying. But yeah, X, Instagram, on IG, it's Infamous One Pod. So I'm pretty sure it's the same across the board. But yeah, definitely check me out. I take case suggestions all the time, as long as they're not stupid. Just make sure that they've got, because people will be sending me stuff like, oh, did you hear about the dog killer? The fuck? And I just be like, yeah, so we deal with humans, but you'd be surprised. Or they're just like, oh my God, somebody sent me a case about 3 white girls from a college. And I was like, so who was the murderer? Chad? That doesn't sound like, I was like, this doesn't sound like this is I was like, this is not one of ours. I was like, thanks, but no thanks. Like, I was like, it's Black true crime, like keyword Black, but go off. Like, I mean, I've had cases where, somebody white has been killed, but yeah, like that idiot who just gouged out his eyes. But yeah. Yeah, that was nasty. That was so nasty. Disgusting. I was like, can somebody get Mario Winans' little brother? Like, he walking around here looking like, he looks like the mummy.
Oh, shit.
He does. Like, if you think about a mummy, when it has truly been mummified and like the eye part, like it's sick, that's what he looks like to me. Oh
my God. Yo.
What?
When I saw the picture, I was like, ugh.
I thought it was a female at first. I was just like, oh, she has some handsome features. And then I was like, I'm going to hell.
She had some handsome features.
I tell people all the time, God made me, okay? He knew when he created me, he was like, Jesus, this about to be some funny shit. We just gonna put her down here and see what happened. Okay.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he knew what he was doing when he created me. He was like, listen, y'all need some entertainment. Okay. He was like, y'all need somebody that's gonna make y'all laugh. And he gave me God. He knew.
I'm with it.
I'm all the way with it. Absolutely. Now look, you are more than welcome to hang out for the rest of the pod. More than welcome. I have no problem with it.
I done started drinking. So
shit. We might be in trouble. Oh shit.
Yeah, but we go.
Hey, yeah, I mean,
I'm already on you about that 50 Cent comment. Like, don't do that. Don't do 50.
It is what it is. We about to get to it then. We're going to shut down Pod the Pod and we're going to keep rolling. That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
It's just a little food for thought, little food for thought. From the annals of the battles I fought, giving y'all this food for thought, little food for thought, yeah. Just some food for thought.
Oh. I don't know who made that song, but that shit is kind of booty. I might have to change that. I might have to change the music. I don't know.
Whoever was in that flyer, she bad as hell. I'm gonna say that.
I mean, you know, we posted it on socials. It got a few likes. You know what I'm saying? Got a few likes.
She that fatty. I was like, yeah, damn, like I might have to slide through. Just saying. I'm confident. But all right, I talk a lot of trash.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
you
that.
go. I like what I'm hearing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all.
You know, the funny thing is, he looks like the character that's on that book cover that I'm working on that hood horror, The Brother Next Door. Seven looks like the brother next door.
Oh, shit.
Dang, Seth, what is going on, man?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Like,
Hell.
Hey, man,
I
the
feel-
demon got a book. I'm good.
No.
Absolutely.
What's gonna happen to him?
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
man, I just
You
work
got
here.
done down dirty.
He said, "I just work
Yeah,
here."
I just work here. Like I didn't do it. Oh, that's crazy. Nah, I mean, I do want to ask the question though. And actually, I'm kind of glad you stayed because of what we about to get into. Well, a couple things. First of all, Monster, one of your favorite topics. Of course, there's been more emotion, pause in the Diddy trial.
Yeah.
I can't say exactly. I can't. It's like I can't.
There's
I
a
just
whole
can't
lot of
say
things
nothing.
that been in the Diddy trial.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
It ain't just emotion.
And Diddy. On Diddy. On Diddy. On Diddy.
Yeah.
Y'all ever wonder how dry that motherfucker is now?
I mean, because what? I mean, he's taking baths in baby oil, so not doing that.
Exactly. Like,
What does it do to the
motherfucker-
skin?
Yeah,
I mean,
like they want to talk about mummified. Like this dude take regular baby oil baths, and now he just dry. All this motherfucker got is water.
He just
I feel like
dry.
I kind of want to just pour water on him. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm feeling because like his hair is all white and he's starting to gray out because he can't dye it no more.
He
Skin
looks
looking
like if
kind
he
of
busts a nut, it's gonna come
ashy.
out powder.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Like it's gonna come out powder if he busts a nut. I'm just I know why. I feel like he should.
powder.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This motherfucker spent so much time in baby
Yo, that's
oil that he
crazy.
just
Like,
started busting baby powder.
So
You look like if you
what did he
pour
do to
water
keep
on
it
him, he's gonna
lubed?
turn into mud.
Oh shit, mud.
Like
Yo,
he
that-
just
I know.
looks
Now
like,
I know.
I don't know. It's not. First of all, Diddy,
I'm trying to-
perspective. He looked like he on the.
shit.
Ooh, let me not say that. Never mind. Ooh, that almost came
You
out.
look like you on the what?
Ask your question before we get in trouble.
I'm trying my best.
eyes, that's all I have to say.
I was just
Beady
saying, like,
eyes.
so don't. What's her name? Oh God. What's her name? Danity Kane girl, Dawn Richard. She
Dawn,
yeah. She was testifying and she was like, she blatantly was just like, yeah. So this motherfucker like regularly be like, yeah, I'll make you disappear. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, nah, but I'm just saying, like, it's some people that I ain't seen no more at these.
Right.
So,
But y'all gotta think. Look at what's the dude's name? His oldest son. That's not technically his. Quincy.
oh yeah, cute. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be sure.
Mm-hmm. He put that dude
Yeah,
in
he
hospital.
has I'll be sure because I'll be sure almost died. I still feel like he killed him. I really feel like he killed off his baby mama. But he just it's too many people that have negative to say about you. There is positive. And the one person that's supposed to be in your corner right now is quiet. Little Miss Carisha.
Yeah.
Shawty girl said, I'm out. I ain't got shit to do with it. And she off. She gone. She was like, oh, you did what? Oh, okay. Bye. She ain't And people were like, oh, that was his downfall, was Carisha. No, his downfall was that video.
His downfall was
multiple videos.
Yeah.
It's him. Yeah.
See, the thing for me always been this. I know it's being a hip hop artist and it's so many things I've seen, so many places I've been where I've heard things that I probably wasn't supposed to hear. You know what I'm saying? But only because it's in the background chilling, playing in the cut, not being loud. Y'all feel comfortable talking in this room for whatever reason. This has obviously got you upset. I know a whole lot of shit I'm not supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, I'm fully aware of some of the things that happened and in the cloud that cast over shit. And his name is attached to a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be him directly or somebody from his tree. You know what I mean?
He's like Black Trump.
Man, it's crazy.
Ta-da! I mean,
because like think about it.
They're both despicable.
Like the Black Trump, because I'm like, okay, everything he touches fucking fails or it's very questionable. All these bands, the Making the Band, Danity Kane, like what's the little girl's name? Aubrey. She been screaming since day one that something was wrong with Diddy. Like she has been, and now this bitch sitting back like, I told all you bitches. I told y'all. Like she's having fun with it. Now you got Dawn coming forward, although I'm just like, Dawn, why are you still working with him? But go off.
Gotta get that bag.
Contract.
That just fails. I still think he was behind Biggie's murder. Just me personally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We know he's behind Pac's murder. So
yes. So. And even now I'm going back listening to the lyrics that Biggie had, and I was like, wait, what? What the fuck did he just
the ones that Diddy had him rewrite twice?
Right. Where he was talking about, didn't he say something like he was gonna drink her daddy's bath water or suck her daddy's dick or something? And I was like, wait, what? Say what? And nobody. It's Diddy. It's Diddy.
Wow.
It's just
he has a song. Diddy. He has a song that says that. It's Diddy.
Yeah, right. I nigga told on himself a long time ago. I gotta use that shit because this nigga told on himself the D, the I, the D. I'm like, yo, he's telling y'all this shit. Then his dumbass son is following in his footsteps, like, oh, but y'all didn't check the door. Like,
why would you say that?
Right.
Why would you say that?
Like, stupid runs in the family. Like, his son got the IQ of a fruit fly. Bless his heart. He tried.
You know what? This ain't got shit to do with Diddy, but you just made me think about a dumb criminal that I seen that told the police one time, that asked the police one time. But I mean, if I just tell you it's in the glove compartment, that don't mean you can go in there and get it, right?
And that's what I would be sitting back like, sure. Yeah, we can go with that. You'd be wrong, but we can go with that.
No, I think you're actually right with the comparison to Trump right there, because I didn't want to see it, but I see it now. I see it now, and it's he's the Black Trump, and that's scary.
Very, very much so. Like, I'm just like, it's too many people. Like, at this point, it's too many people that are against him than for him. Like I said, the fact that you got to pay people to wear free Diddy shirts, you got to pay them $20 an hour. No,
up to 35.
I'm not wearing no damn free Diddy shirt. No, like
just an hour, you know. Get an afternoon before you catch your bus to go do a thing, you know.
He should be having the time of his life in jail right now because he gets to play with lots of booty. So,
wow, they done fucked the color out of his hair. They use him as
I
that.
think when he walked past, it sounded like a train whistling.
Oh,
That might have been too much. My bad.
Woo! Oh, my.
And then he demonstrates it with the noise. Way to go.
That is hilarious. Oh shit. Yo, that's crazy. Damn, did he fucked up the whole program? Yeah, that man, listen. I'm just trying to tell you.
Next. They got Diddy, now they about to get Shannon.
Oh yeah, Shannon Sharp, you're fucking fried, buddy. That wasn't even on the list, but yeah, I've been trying to avoid talking about Shannon, and I gotta admit some bias here.
I love Shannon, but he looked like he related to Miss Netta. They look like, I mean, he looked like he could be like her big sister or something. I don't know. Like
sister. Why you gotta be sister?
Cause it bothers me when a man wears clothing so tight all the time. Like, can your nuts breathe? Can't like.
I mean,
he always dressed like a rich auntie that come to the cookout that don't have no kids.
Oh shit!
Every single
time. That's why.
And they crunch up around the ankles, and I'm just like, yo, who let you walk out the house like this today, my baby? Who told you that this was gonna work? And then you give like you interviewing and asking questions that you know you're guilty of.
Okay, so the hypocrisy, I'll give you. That's the thing that bothers me about Shannon Sharp. You've been asking questions and trying to act like incredulous about these questions. But dog, did you get caught up in 98? Did you get caught up in 2002?
Right.
Did you get caught up? Okay, all right.
Now I will say I have a side eye about this chick because there are some things where I'm just like, oh no. But I'm one of those, I'm not gonna jump out on social media like everybody else and be like, oh, he guilty, he did this, he did. No, I'm gonna sit back and watch. And then once it all, boils down to it, like this whole Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion thing. Who people irritate me because everybody's like, oh, well, she lied. He's in prison because she said that he shot her. That's not why he's in prison. He's in prison because of the fact that he had a weapon. That's why his dumb ass is in prison. That's another one with a Napoleon complex. Tory got to be like legally a midget, but I digress. But yeah, like I'm like, he's not in prison because of Meg. He's in prison. He had gunshot residue on his hand. Like, he's not supposed to have a weapon at all, and he had it. Whether he took it from Kelsey or had it himself, he had it. That's why he's in prison, Dodo. But yeah,
this is true.
Really wish I had that clip from Harlem Nights about shooting my pinky toe.
Oh man, yo, son,
you're gonna shoot
you gotta
pinky toe.
Go ahead. That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. That's a good one.
I loved it though. After the shoot, I'm gonna kick his ass quick. I'm gonna kick his ass, sugar. He shot me on my fucking pinky. I'm like, well, you told him to do it.
Yeah.
Like those movies were so
shot me in my pinky toe.
Right.
Yeah.
Her face though, she was like, oh, so now you want to shoot me in my pinky toe. And I'm just like, I really feel like this is like, I love movies like that. I'm a big movie buff. Rage in Harlem, Harlem Nights. Like I could anything with Angela Bassett, like anything. She is like Black Hollywood royalty. She up there with Jennifer Lewis, the Black mamas of Hollywood. She can do no wrong. There's anything negative about Angela, I'm gonna fuck them up. Like that's just it's on sight. I'm gonna fuck it up. Like, and I'm not gonna blink. I'm gonna be like, now what did we learn?
Oh shit! Be like my mom. My mom be like, now when you wake up,
right?
I need you to remember what got you here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now that does bring us to an interesting point though, and I did want to hop on this pause real quick before we get out of here. It was an article that I read that I thought was rather interesting, and I think that the Diddy trial specifically speaks to it in the currents for most people who may not be hip to it, and it's the right wing's alignment with hip hop that is a door is open to it, according to the article, by way of the misogyny expressed in hip hop, and that directly aligns with everything you see over there. They clearly don't fuck with women over there. So, like, I thought it was an interesting concept. I was like, well, okay, that's a thought, absolutely. Just curious what you might think about it. I mean, I know I sent it to y'all fellas. I probably should have sent it to you too, Kay, but I mean,
repeat the question and slow it down, because I definitely took like 2 shots and I almost died over here, and Seven was watching me fucking choke and laughing. So yeah, repeat the question, please. I fucking almost died. Okay, like
I mean, if like your eyes would have started rolling this shit, I'd have been like, "Oh, hold on, yo, we gotta."
The moment her eyes
the thing is, he's watching me. He's sitting there. He said, and I'm seeing the smile because I'm trying to cover my mouth because I almost died. And he's just like he's doing now. He is cracking the fuck up laughing. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is watching me choke.
Oh shit!
It's real fucked up.
What we gonna do? I can't call 911. If she died on set, we just gotta blank the screen out. That's all we can do.
I don't know what else to do. Yeah, like I'm like, oh shit. Like,
yo, it's some cold-hearted shit when somebody die on camera and you just send them back to the green room.
Wow. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Agreed.
And just be hanging out in the green room with the corpse while you downloading the files to upload. Hey, yo, you all right over there?
Right.
I mean, I kind of feel like I hear you snoring. You good? Like, what's that?
Oh man, what were we saying?
But nah, the question was, my bad. The question was, how do you view the opinion that the misogyny expressed in hip hop kind of opens a door of opens a lane of communication between hip hop and the right? Because it's clearly, we already know what's happening over there. Grab them by the. I don't say that on the podcast unless I'm talking about dudes that just happen to be pussy. But like, yeah. Otherwise, yeah. So yeah, I thought it was an interesting concept, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Kay, would you like to go first?
Yeah, let's let Kay go first.
So please, what do y'all go? Because Seven about to have me over here just dying. The facial expressions, like, oh my god, I cannot.
So mine's quick. I got a problem with how people identify hip hop these days. There is a difference between hip hop and rap. So if you want to say that, a specific rap artist or somebody is misogynist, cool. But the moment that you start throwing out the misogyny of hip hop, I got words for you. So yeah, that's my only answer is like, watch your mouth about hip hop. There's different.
Absolutely.
I agree. Like, it's really something. No, he said everything, because like there is a different. I've been arguing this on the pod for the last like weeks for months now. Like that hip hop and commercial rap are not the same thing. The misogyny is being pushed by commercial rap. That's what opens the door, and they're using it. The ones that are standing stumping for Trump, they just want their money. They're just trying to get money. They're not about hip hop. Really. They're not about the culture. They're trumping for.
That was a good play. That was a good play on that. Strumping. I like that. That was a good one. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, was
that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that back.
Oh shit.
I mean, not just that. I think, you also have to look at it from both sides. I'm always going to play devil's advocate. It's not just from the men's side because, like he was saying, there's a difference between rap and hip hop, and everything gets lumped into one or whatever, but it ain't just the men that's out here being misogynistic. It's the women too, and I mean,
Okay, so wait, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I feel like we can't talk about that. I feel like men can't say that.
Y'all can't because you have penises, but I can. So
go ahead. Say more of that because like I've been wanting to say that for weeks.
It's not broadcast as much for the simple fact that we are seen as, for lack of better words, we are seen as the weaker sex. We are seen as the inferior, gender. And so when we say it, it's sexy. It's, oh yeah, they're being sexual prowesses and whatnot. But, we also are the ones to get offended when a man goes out there and, says something misogynistic. But I'm like, girl, you were just singing about sucking dick. Like, and, like there's literally a song called Bust It, where you're talking about jumping a man's like that's what I said. For us to do it is cool. It's one of those, it's cool when I do it. It's a problem when you do it, and we have to look at it from both sides. You can't just say you can't have a problem with one side and not the other. That's just how I feel about it. But
I don't know, they kind of guys into this whole girl power thing and all that. So at first, I got the Spice Girls and I got the understanding that you want to stand strong and all that. But then when it got to what we're talking about right now with Bust It and that kind of stuff, that's a little far.
He took it back to like 1980. Did he say?
Yeah. No, 90s. Come on.
Well, like, really?
The last thing I'd say about it, Seb, before you really get going on it is, if we want to talk about specifically the right going in, like having a connection to hip hop, you also have to look at the gentrification of hip hop as well. So the music industry has always been run by white motherfuckers, but hip hop was always the method to have the voice of the streets. And the moment that it's taken over by the industry heads that are all white motherfuckers, or at least white ran, like, you got to consider the gentrification of hip hop that has been happening for the last fucking 50 years of hip hop since its inception. You got to take that into consideration too. So, and that's what bothers me about hip hop, because when you're saying hip hop, and I'm sorry, I should have said the gentrification of rap, because you can't gentrify a culture. The culture is the culture. Now you can try and gentrify rap and have a negative impact to the hip hop culture, but you can't take what isn't freely given.
Indeed, that's real shit. And I think that a lot of that came with even being in a position where they're able to play the game this way, came by way of making the MC the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but and this is crazy that it all ties together, but it does if you think about it. Not only now do you not have like the Public Enemy, X-Clan, PRT. You don't got that now. You know what I'm saying? You might have it in the underground, but at a point that was on BET and MTV because that's what was coming. That was what it was. You know what I'm saying? The tendency for people to blame gangster rap for that not being present anymore is wrong. It's dead wrong. Both of those things have to exist in order for people to get the whole picture. But over time, you got that from groups of rappers. Rap groups gave you that. As soon as they made the rapper, not the rappers, the most important thing, now you have a gang of solo rappers. And once you get divide and conquer is a very real thing. Once you get us down to now, it's all these solo rappers. It's easier for us to find lanes of them that we can control. Whole lot easier now. You can't do that to Wu-Tang Clan. It's 9 of them niggas. And they're highly intelligent, despite what you might think. But it's a whole lot easier to do it to Lil JoJo. When he's 17 years old, he dropped out of school when he was 12. His parents on drugs. He came up in a neighborhood where they don't teach him how to do nothing but shoot. And that's all he rap about, because that's all he fucking knows.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, the woman he's supposed to learn how to treat a woman from, the way he looks at her, because of the way his environment is making him look at her, will inform the way he sees women for the rest of his life as nobody steps in. But now you hear it in the music. But now, because he's 17 years old and all these other kids that can relate to where the fuck he from relate to him, now it's, oh, that's my man. So now, because he said that, we walking in step with him, be they male or female, regardless. So now, that's where you have this wide open lane of, oh, you're young, impressionable, you're just about to become able to vote. Or you just passed being able to vote. And you don't want to vote for her, do you? And you know why you don't want to vote for her? Because of how you already feel about black women. So
Now,
it's easy for me to play this trick on you now. It's easy for me to play this trick on you now. And the rest of us, we sitting here looking like, well, what? But why? why would you do that?
Did y'all bring
Huh?
I asked them, did they bring a collection plate? Because you preach. I'm like, all right, that's some tithes and offering and the special church fund right there, the special building fund.
All right, so bro, I didn't want to interrupt because you was going off, but back to the woo, because I got triggered. Out of these 9 motherfuckers, there are 5 of them that are certified geniuses.
Thanks.
But nobody wants to believe it because they hip hop artists and they look like they from the street. Now, they is. But if they went and put on a 3-piece suit, you'd have a little less time believing it. But because they still wear their gear like they want to wear their gear, all of a sudden it's a problem to believe that they might actually have something going on in their brain. But do your research and realize you got fucking genius maneuvers happening in more than half of this group. And shut the fuck up.
Even the one you thought was the craziest. The one you thought was the craziest might have been the smartest one out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Oh, but to wrap my point before I tell the funny story. I thought the article was kind of funny. But the only reason why I thought it was funny is because I was like, well, I mean, I get it. But if you're going to make a point for that, then you also have to make a point to where the blatant capitalism invested in hip hop ties us to everything. Doesn't matter which side it is. So, I mean, it's cool that I understand you want to find a thing that supports what you're trying to push right now. I get it. It's cool. We all do it. It's fine. But if you're going to do that, just be objective in how you do what you do. Yeah, that's true, but this is true too. Like, all of these things can be true at the same time. Now, funny story. I have a very close friend named Monty Smith, street poet Monty Smith. Now, when I say Monty Smith, most people say, man, they hear his words if I read them to them and be like, man, that brother is something special. Well, that brother happens to be a white guy. But Monty Smith is one of the most incredible poets I've ever heard in my life. One of the things that I learned from watching Monty was that sometimes you can be embroiled in a situation that you think you understand and completely have your mind blown by what you didn't expect. Case in point, Monty was at a party. This party was after a show. The person performing at that show, the headliner, was Old Dirty Bastard. So they went to this spot after the show. Old Dirty Bastard's in the corner of the spot, drunk out his mind, smoking weed, and kind of being a little loud, but not really loud as you probably would think he might be. So Monty was like, "Oh, I know I'm about to walk up on this cipher, and they're gonna either be rapping or he's gonna be busting jokes or something crazy is gonna be happening." And he walks into the cipher, and Old Dirty Bastard is talking about quantum physics with some nerd dude that's there, and like they literally going like deep into the chambers of quantum physics. And Monty said, "I stood there for 5 minutes, and by the time I left that space, I didn't know what to think anymore." I had to leave because I didn't expect that. Expectation is a motherfucker. Expectation is a motherfucker. Hey, didn't he used to say that all the time when we was talking about music? Something about, man, I think I expect this record to do. Man, expectation is a motherfucker. I expect it to do what it's supposed to do. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I ain't got nothing else, man. I need to. I'm glad we started early tonight because I got some shit I need to do, and I get this shit uploaded early, and we off to the races. It's all good. Before we dip, any last thoughts about anything we discussed tonight? We'll go around the board. Of course, Miss Kaye, you first.
I was just waiting to see if y'all was gonna touch on the not away.
I mean,
oh, now y'all get quiet.
I mean,
I'm giving you the floor. Phil, go right ahead.
Go ahead.
It's ironic that 3 different historical landmarks all were demolished within a week. Nottoway Plantation burned. They put the fire out, and literally the wind picked that bitch back up and said, "Nah, B, we ain't done." And
no. Jacksonville
museum got demolished by a tree, and all the Confederacy stuff was done for. And then a smaller plantation flooded out. I just find it ironic that 3 different places and ain't nobody said nothing.
So a Sam,
now, okay,
she just took humanity's shelf life for next week.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
See, like I wasn't gonna say that, but because honestly, it's not done yet. We still haven't. We forgot about Jacksonville. There's 2 other plantations that just went up yesterday. So like it's not done. So, but we definitely want to talk about it next week, and you kind of nailed us on that.
My bad.
No.
Because the ancestors is like, it's party time. It's just like,
yeah.
Next week we can get your thoughts on it.
Harry Tubman.
Yes.
I'm glad we're talking about it.
I think I was the first thing I thought was I was like, hey, you know I'm stupid. So I was like, ha. Nat Turner was like, gotcha, bitch.
Right now doing the usher talking about watch this. Like, yo.
I love it. Oh man. So that means all of y'all people that tuned in because y'all K fans, make sure y'all come back next week.
Yes,
when we talk about that shit. Y'all pull back up with us.
Okay. I'll still talk about it if you want.
Oh yeah, we definitely we got
some choice, man.
Because like you said, it ain't over. It's probably gonna be some more shit between now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering how many people gonna drown at Lake Lanier this summer because it's gonna happen.
Damn.
Cover those? You cover drownings and things like that?
At Lake Lanier, yes, because they're stupid. Like, why do you keep getting in this water? Like, sir, one person survived, and I think because the ancestors was like, "Oh shit, he black. Damn, let me give him back." Because I think he threw him a little bit because when he did the interview, he was like, he talked about like I don't know if y'all saw the documentary. But they talked about how underneath that water, the whole town is still there. Like they saw everything. And I was like, how the hell did he make it out? And I looked at him and I was like, yep, he black. I was like, I guess he maybe trying to pass. I don't know. But yeah, maybe he was on some sinners type ish and was trying to pass. But they was like, oh no, we're gonna give you back. We see what you really are. Because everybody else
like, get your ass out of here.
Right. Like one dude got electrocuted from the boat. I was like, they really wanted you, fam. Like, they was like, no, he ain't even in the water. And they were like, nope, we gonna shock his ass to death. Like, I already know it. And they just put a Margaritaville at Lake Lanier.
Oh shit!
Now you know where your next live show gotta be.
This is pure comedy.
Oh
this
shit!
Comedy gold. Like, it's gonna be so.
There's a whole ass pod.
Yep.
It's summertime.
And
summertime.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. All the way live.
Fall into the water.
I'm gonna be looking like, damn shame what they did to that dog.
Oh,
that is crazy.
I'm already thinking about it. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
I'm gonna go post on Facebook and just be like, DJ Khaled, another one.
All right, so if I only got 2 shout outs.
No doubt.
Shout out to the thousands of ketchup packets that Diddy got in his cell right now because he can't find no baby oil. And then shout out, as always, to my bride because I might be the god of monsters, but she's the queen of the beast. So, as always.
Oh.
No doubt. P7, what you got for me, man?
Oh man, shout out to my son Griffin. It's gonna be his big 19th birthday on Friday, so that's tomorrow.
No doubt.
Shout out to Get the Youngsters just dropped his new album and it is fire. Go check it out. It's on all the different streamings and all that good stuff. And
if I'm not mistaken, we're talking about that on High News next week.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
That's it.
No doubt. Shit. Salute one more time, Mojo Barnes. Happy birthday, bro. Hope you're doing it big. I just hope it ain't like awkward and weird. Like now, Monster got me thinking about that shit. Like, it is what it is. Definitely salute Get the Youngsters. Man, salute to my whole squad, Sound Chamber Productions. Salute to everybody that's going to be performing at Northwest Folk Life this coming weekend, including yours truly. Of course, you know I had the boys with me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. Sound Chamber gonna be in the building. We're gonna kick this gravitas shit for y'all and some other things, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it do what it do. Son of the Morning on the way from Mojo Barnes, Book of the Monster Volume 1 on the way. Gravitas out right now. Virtuoso EP on the way. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, all that fly shit. You can find us everywhere you stream podcasts. Watch us on Rumble and YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Word of mouth still the most powerful thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Kaye for coming through. Make sure you check out the Infamous Ones podcast. Hey, and if you like to read, she got a lot of things. Matter of fact, you might have read some already. You just ain't know it was her. Your ghostwriter's favorite writer. You heard me? Pantha Politix Podcast, man. We'll catch y'all next time. You know what it is. Peace.
I'm flying in every